What's happening, everyone? My name is Phil with Think Make Do, and we are back on another episode of our Riviera Reno, this time talking about bathroom design. Now, this home was originally a 4-bedroom, 2-bath home, and we've now changed it to be a 3-bedroom, 3-bath home with a primary bathroom suite for the master, or the primary. Now, we're going to talk about all 3 bathrooms, so let's start with the easiest one, which is our guest bathroom in the hallway here. We're going to zoom in, and we are not changing the layout of anything in this bathroom, so it's the least complex. The vanity is in the same place, the toilet is in the same place, and the shower doesn't change. We're just updating the shower in terms of better waterproofing, new tile, that kind of thing. Now, a couple things to think about when you are doing a renovation. 1, lighting placement, and 2, outlets. So you'll see here, I've actually dimensioned out where all the lights are going to go. You'll see where I have them marked off of the wall, 18-inch and 18-inch on center here to go right over the shower. We're adding that light. It did not used to exist there. It was kind of a dark hole. And then on this side, well, if we zoom out here, we have a central light here. I think that was already there to begin with. We're just moving it over a little to be more central to the room. And then we have the mirror, and we're adding 2 pendant lights, or 2 wall sconces, one on the left, one on the right. And then I've also made markings where the outlets should go. Now, what's important here is we have 4 inches off of the wall where the vanity is not going to butt up against the wall. So you have that 4-inch space. And so that outlet can kind of kick out also a little bit to kind of match that vanity. That's the purpose of us putting that there. And then we're also adding an outlet down here because eventually maybe you want to plug something in. A lot of times it might be the addition of a bidet, right, that you might want to add. And those are becoming more popular these days, but you can't operate them without an outlet. So there you go. So lighting and electrical taken care of. Now let's talk about tile. I model all of my tile and the spacing in SketchUp so I know what it's going to look like, and so I can visualize it properly before we make the purchase. So 2 concepts we've gone with here. We're going with a 1/3 staggered pattern on 12 by 24 pieces of tile. And that 1/3, you can either go 1/2, 1/3, or just completely random, right? Or you can do corner to corner, which I'll show you later, or like stacked. This is considered 1/3 staggered. And so you have this kind of diagonal walk up with the tile. Another thing you need to keep in mind is, what does it look like visually from the door, right? A lot of times when you are laying tile, the tile person will start laying tile where it's most convenient, and that's probably going to be this corner here or the back corner here, and they'll just start laying the tile till they get to the front of the door. The problem being, if you don't specify what the front of this door area should look like for the tile, a lot of times it turns into a little sliver of tile that has to get cut so that you can meet the wood flooring on the other side properly. The best thing to do is actually to start with a full slab of tile here where the doorway is, or at least measure everything out to know that this last tile layer here is not going to get cut in a weird way, because this is the first set of tiles someone sees when they walk into the bathroom. Both this front extra section here, as well as this corner here, where the corner of the shower comes out. Those visually are where the eyes will look. So you want to make sure the tile is whole, essentially, in those areas. The second design choice we made, which was a little bit more expensive than normal, was to go with vertical subway tiles that are a little bit longer. I think these are 2 by 8 inches. I think a typical is a 3 by 6. These are 2 by 8s, so a little bit skinnier, and we are stacking them all the way to the ceiling, which doesn't always have to happen. And we are going all the way horizontally across the wall, which is not typical, but for us, we're going to call this an accent wall. So this whole thing is going to get vertically subway tiled. And we are also adding a shower niche here. And you'll see later my idea for placement of this shower niche didn't work out so well. That's also something you have to consider when you're remodeling, is where exactly the tile is going to line up with the shower niche, and do your plans get executed by the tile contractor when they install everything, because it's not that easy to get right, trust me. In any case, that is the guest bathroom. And that's enough planning to really get someone going, like a contractor. They can take this and run with it, and they mostly should be fine. Let's move on to the second bathroom here. Now, this one's kind of a longer format, and so to help elongate the space and make it look a little bit bigger, we stack the tile kind of edge to edge, so no staggering, and we went in line with the length of the room to make it appear longer, and then we have stacked tile going up to also make it feel a little bit longer. And these are a little bit bigger vertical subway tile. This is, I think, a 3x12. And then again, on the bottom, we're going with a white tile, which is more kind of like a white marbly porcelain we ended up selecting. And these are also 12x24s. The vanity, if you can just imagine, is going to be here on the left, and the toilet is here on the right. And that is existing. No changes there. I think this is also a new tub that we installed. And in this example, I'll show you later, but this vertical tile actually met up properly with the shower niche. I actually instructed the contractor to make sure that all the tile started around the edges of the shower niche, and there was enough play at the top and the bottom layer to make that happen. And again, it's best that you kind of mark out or plan out where all this tile goes, or else when it gets to execution day, it may not end up the way you envisioned it because you didn't have strong enough direction or visuals for your contractor to follow, right? Now, let's get to the star of the show, which is the master bathroom. And I'm not just going to show you the final product. I'm going to show you the process we went through to get there. So, at the beginning of our design phase, we went on site, cut out a bunch of pieces of cardboard that represented the actual size of our furniture, right? So double sink vanity, toilet, vanity, like a freestanding tub, right? And we started placing them around the floor in different layout configurations to see what felt right when we walked around the space, right? What was the right way to put everything? And when we came across a couple different layouts that we liked, then I got to work designing them. So this first one is actually one that I thought could really work. This is a fireplace, this little area on the living room side, right? And so we thought, okay, let's put a fireplace in the bathroom, on the bathroom side. And you'll notice that that actually does make it into the final iteration. Anyway, we decided to put a double sink vanity here in this recess section. And then I wanted to really do a Japanese wet room. And a wet room is a shower and tub enclosed in a wall of glass that kind of separates the room. It's something I've been seeing a lot more lately that I wanted to try. And I thought this might be a good use of space. And then you have your toilet kind of tucked away in the back here. And this could either be a glass wall or it could be a full wall. We hadn't decided that part yet, but that was my idea that I thought could work. Didn't choose it, but whatever. So we went over a couple more designs. This one, shower in the right-hand corner, vanity here, or sorry, the freestanding tub here. In this design, the toilet is in the back corner here, and your tub is in the upper left. In this design, the toilet, you can kind of see from this entry point with the freestanding tub on the left. And these are all ideas with the door in its existing spot here, right? So all these, the entryway is where it's supposed to be on the right. And then we decided, what if we put the door on the left, right? Let's move the door. So we moved the door and we started designing again, right? Can we put the tub here? Maybe the shower can go in the upper left again. With this concept, can we tuck the toilet over here? That was a dumb idea, right? But you'll see all of our new designs are door on the left. And this right here is what we ended up going with. It made the best use of space, and it, I think, made it feel the biggest without making it feel overwhelmingly large, right? This one actually has too long of a vanity, this little pony wall that we put here. This one, we tried to angle everything with angular glass and angled tub. That was a little excessive. This one, I tried to get that Japanese wet room style to go again, which I got vetoed. So let me show you the eventual reality. This one's actually pretty good too. I would have liked this as well, right? You come in, you see the big shower and the vanity right here, or the freestanding tub right here. That would have been pretty cool. but that would mean that the vanity gets pushed over to the left, and there'd be no place for like laundry or something. So let's show you what we eventually got down to at the very end. Here you go. Actually, that's one of the iterations, but more like this guy. This is a pretty complete rendering. I'd say like 90%. So you walk in, you have a little bit of empty space here at the left, maybe for laundry or the door to swing open. Double sink vanity with 2 individual mirrors and ceiling hanging pendant lights. We have a window here that we've cut open in the wall. And then when you look to your right, we have the freestanding tub, we have a fireplace, and we have this grand shower with a shower bench and a long shower niche and a rain head in the shower system. So let's talk about this. Our material choices. We've decided to go with the herringbone pattern on the floor for tile. We are doing kind of a creamish white for most of our textures in here. And so this is the actual texture of the tile we chose. It's a 3 foot by 6 foot, 3 foot by 5 foot porcelain 1/4 inch tile. So a little bit thinner than like kind of like a 1/2 inch piece of marble, but supremely more cost effective, right? And we decided to wrap this entire wall in this porcelain. We added an electric fireplace that's going to be recessed into the wall here. We have a floor standing pot filler thing or tub filler. This is going to be an oversized freestanding tub because we have the horizontal space to contain it. We have a shower bench. There were initially plans for a steam shower. That's that thing down on the left. And we decided to make sure that we put in a linear drain because this is a big shower enclosure and we want it to be kind of high end. We also were debating, do you want the shower shelves in this kind of area recessed and out of the way so no one can see? Or do you want one that is highly visible? We went with the highly visible one. And from there, we decided to solidify these plans and then do all of our electrical and our lighting design plans, as well as tile cut spacing plans. So some of these copies are me testing different tile cut patterns. So if you kind of see, I went through different iterations, right? I went with a style where the tile gets cut down the middle. I went with a style here where the tile gets cut on the sides and the middle is one large piece. And then I realized that this piece here is kind of ugly and that we should cut the tile for the shower section along with the bench so that this is one large piece or one couple of large pieces. And this is the tile layout that we eventually had the contractors use. And that's important. If you don't map this stuff out and your tile guy isn't like super detailed, they'll just start cutting and putting it anywhere, and wherever the cut lines end up is wherever they end up. And if you're specific and you want a certain look, you got to do this stuff, whether it's on paper, whether you're there on site directing, or whether you're doing it the way I am, which is drawing it and trying to specify visual instructions. Now, we've also got all of our outlet placement. Let me go to a final drawing inside the home. Do I have my outlets in here? Yeah. So we've got, this is moved over just a little. There we go. We have outlets 1 and 2 right next to the vanity mirrors, right? So for your accessories for his and hers. We have an outlet down near the toilet, again, for a potential bidet. We have an outlet over here, I think by code. All of our lighting is decided. Now, when you have a rain shower head, actually the lighting is really important because if the light is too close to the rain shower head, it will cast a shadow inside your shower, which is what you don't want. So we have it offset closer to the wall so it reflects more off of the tile on the walls and illuminates the shower space properly. So that's kind of important. We have a chandelier that we're putting on top of the floating tub. And then all of our panels for our lighting is going to be on this side of the door opening, with another outlet down here, potentially if a person wanted to add a, a towel warmer, right? So anyway, that is how the bathroom is going to end up. It'll be really interesting to see how this ends up kind of post-construction, how close to reality this thing is. And I'm super excited because now we're going to cut over to footage of our current walkthrough on the property as all the bathroom spaces are being prepared for renovation. So let's go there.
We're looking first here at the guest bathroom, and as you can see, we have cement board on the floor. The shower space has been boarded, as well as the tar paper has gone down for waterproofing. So this one is just about ready for tile. We have all of our mold-proof drywall. Everything has been replastered in, and it's just about ready for that tile step. The next one we're going to look at is the junior suite bathroom, and it's about the same status, right? The cement board has all gone in. There's a couple layers it still has to go. There's something called Red Guard, which protects all of the seams of the cement board in a waterproof space like that bathroom area. That's going to go in next before tile, but it's looking pretty good. And then we're going to look at the primary bathroom suite, and as you can see, that back area, we've actually tarred all of it in for the shower. We have the niche in place. We've got cement board all over this area because tile is going to wrap around that entire wall space, and we also have our cutout for the fireplace. This one is also just about ready to go, so we're super happy and can't wait to see what happens next. Anyway, stay tuned.